Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
For a lot of trans youth out there, it just means, once again, their country's declaring war on them. And this is going to affect people's mental health. I'll admit it's affected mine, and I'm 53 years old. I mean, but for young people coming up, especially for these kids, and especially in middle school and high school, this is very difficult. This is brutal on them. It's harsh on their families. And don't think that this is the end of it. This is part of a whole program to essentially erase transgender Americans from American life. And yes, just to note, transgender Americans are just that. We're Americans.
Today is another example, at the highest level in seat and position and power in the world, watching the new president of the United States articulate complete, utter nonsense and doing complete harm to the most vulnerable communities in his own society within the boundaries of the United States, which will have generational harm long term.
One win does not make domination. One kid winning one race at a national championship swim meet 3 years ago is not domination. But they're trying to say this fear because, let's face it, Donald Trump knows he's lying about transgender Americans. Riley Gaines knows she's lying about transgender athletes. The thing that they're banking on is that you, the average person out there, doesn't know they're lying. That's what they're banking on.
Female athletes have been forced onto the front lines, and men claiming to be girls have stolen more than 3,500 victories. That's a lot. And invaded more than 11,000 competitions designed for women.
First of all, the numbers they don't exist. Understand that there's 0.01% gender variant people living in our society as a whole. So it's a very tiny grouping of people that he's actually targeting. And certainly the numbers in terms of gender performance are filled with inaccuracies as well. Those numbers just don't exist. And it's incomprehensible of somebody in the highest seat in the world, the most powerful seat in the world, to project such misinformation, not just in the United States but globally, on such an issue that has a tremendous impact in the United States but also worldwide.
We have to learn now. If we wait until the next edition of the games and it does not work, it's too late. So we have to work at the moment where overall we are enjoying this huge success.
And I think it's somebody like a Thomas Bach in the position as the leader of the IOC, and other governments, either it be Canada or other nations who have policies on human rights, that this is a time to stand up and to be able to say, we can do better. And we're not going to allow this type of language and this type of behavior to become a vacuum within our communities, let alone in the United States.